Load up your shotguns, baby. It is hunting season. No, I'm just kidding. It's buying season. Let's chat.
Buying what?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Buying what? It's buying season of what? Cars?
Cars. It's house buying season, guys.
It kicks off today.
What
today.
Well, this is Real Talk, San Antonio.
We just finished talking about traditions and resolutions,
Yeah.
and John just told us that this year he is going to buy a home. But other people are starting right now to buy homes.
Yeah.
Right now, today is the day they are beginning, or they may have started the process at the end of last year, getting their loan application in, getting their pre-approval, all that. So they're already ready to hunt today.
And I am sincerely jealous because, guys, right now is just the season to purchase a home.
It's a golden time to purchase a home.
Absolutely. Not only
Rates
that,
are going down.
Yeah.
Home prices and sellers are still being generous right now, and that is not going to last.
I got an email from Perry Homes rep, one of my buddies, Tony Osborne, awesome guy. But there's a tremendous amount of homes that are inventory, right? They're ready to buy right now, right? That they're dropping $40,000, $20,000. I saw one that dropped $53,000. Plus, you get consent, like you get help purchasing the property, right? I'm not gonna get all the jargon
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you get all this stuff. So, but all this, man, right now with interest rates, this is the first time in a
good time for buyers.
Yeah, first time in a very long time that interest rates across the board through all loans, like VA, conventional, FHA, all have been in the sixes, right? That's a big deal, you know? So we're already getting to a point where it's becoming generally known that this is the time to buy a house. Yep. What does that typically mean? When the general public is like, oh, it's starting to become a good time to buy a house, that means that people are literally going to start buying houses. Meaning that when people start buying houses, the opportunities and all these incentives and all this generosity is going to be like, well, we don't need to give that much. We don't need to lower the prices anymore. We don't need to give you all these incentives.
Exactly.
Because we are going to have people coming and buying houses anyway.
Yeah, we're not worried about getting a buyer. We don't need a big of a net to catch a buyer because there's lots of buyers out here.
Yeah.
So it's imperative that if it is in your resolution to buy a home this year, like jump on now before housing price goes up, before there's more competition, before there's less incentives for you out there. This is the time to jump in the pool, to do that polar bear plunge and make it happen. You know, we or other realtors that you know, you find the one that works for you, but we're gonna help you, we're gonna guide you, and that's going to make the difference for you, and we'll make sure that everything is in your favor.
Guys, and check this out. Look, like, I know people were concerned for a long time thinking there's going to be a market crash or a bull or whatever. Guys, we have a report. Danny Rudd from Legacy Mutual actually hooked us up with a really crazy, awesome report that I'm going to share with you guys here in a second. But it talked about all those big hitters, Zillow, and all those stuff, and all their predictions for the value of homes and what they're anticipating. Overall, the resounding idea is that they're anticipating for housing market to increase the values, right? And there's different percentages or whatever the case is. In this specific chart, right, it gives us a year over year. Yeah, we're talking about buying season and we're talking about this specific little window for us to buy. But just to kind of give you an example of taking this opportunity and moving a little quicker, how much you're going to benefit from it, right? Well, one, how much you can benefit, but how much you can potentially like lose money or having to pay more for that same house. Okay.
Exactly. So
this specific forecast is appreciation of every year there's an increase of of 3.7%, right? You know, more or less. So just an example, right now at a house costing like $319,000, right? Just the next year, that same house can cost up to $330,000, right? Let's say you wait until next year, like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait because I'm not sure, right? I still don't believe this hype that's going around. This is a good buying season. Let's say you wait 2 years, right? And then that's gonna be $342,000. But let's say you just, you know what, let me just save my money. And 5 years later,
then I'm gonna be really ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna save as much as money. I mean, 5 years from now. That same house can cost up to $380,000. And what's worse about all that is that we don't know where the market's going to be at the time.
Yeah.
You know, what if it's
What if interest rates are 10% at that time?
What if they are? And what if it's
They've been there before.
Yep. And what if it's a crazy seller's market where the sellers are the ones having all the leverage right now, and you as a buyer have to bring more money to the table? So, but check this out. So as you see the trajectory of these prices going up, right?
Yeah.
Think of it like this. Think of it as a triangle. So we see those values going up. Let's say you bought now and took advantage of everything going on this buying season. There's also a trajectory going downward, right? And that trajectory is your mortgage going down because you're paying it over year.
Because you're paying that principal.
Exactly. So if you notice, there's a little gap right here, guys. So bought the house, the home values are going up, your mortgage is going down. What's going on here? Equity, baby. Equity for you. So by taking that opportunity and buying a house right now, there's nothing but pros to the idea that you can actually benefit from it.
And let's say you can't afford the dream home yet, so buy the investment home and build that wedge of equity, and then take that wedge and put it into your dream home when the time is right, when all the other things are in order for you. I mean, this is a good time to buy. Sellers are still giving plenty of incentives. Interest rates are going down a little bit. Not as many buyers as there were in the previous year, so less competition. This is a great time to jump in.
And even then, just in a quick example, also brand new homes are now, right, new construction, you're getting a lot of crazy benefits, but pre-owned homes too. So I literally just closed a transaction to where brand new home buyers, right, first time home buyers, brought a pre-owned home, right? The seller was very motivated to sell the house. They literally painted the entire house. Ooh. They painted the entire exterior of the house. They fixed everything. All the repairs were all done. Like they got all their closing costs paid for and everything like that. Because this type of market. And on top of it, because it is not their dream home, they see the value of where we're going to be at in the next couple of years to where they can take advantage of it. And in their case, they already have, I'm not going to say the number, but several amount of equity in the property for the appraised value.
We've been seeing a lot of appraisals lately that are appraising for much higher than the home was purchased. That is happening more and more often right now. So, I mean, tons of equity that you didn't pay for.
If you have any questions, reach out to this email. Let us know all your questions or put it in the chat. We'd be more than happy to answer them and give you more details on your specific needs as well. I'm actually going to be hosting a class. It's called Keys for Keys. And it's going to be the end of January. I'll give you the dates and details later. But basically, it's going to be a class from the idea, right, where you want to buy a home all the way to where you get your keys. The key steps to having a successful home buying experience.
Nice.
So I'll give you more information on that soon, guys. But it is a great season, and I hope you guys jump on this.
Yes. Do take that polar plunge into the housing market.
You know what's next? Costly.